This dream I'm gonna call Hat Man and Freddy Krueger. So, I don't remember all the sequence of the dream, but I remember bits and pieces. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say what they are as I remember it, because it's been a couple hours since my dream. But from what I remember, I was inside of a mall, and I knew I was running from or hiding from some kind of dark energy or powerful beings. I knew that the place that I was at, the people that were there were, their mind was controlled and they didn't know it. They didn't know that they were in a false reality, and it looked like I was inside of a mall. The people there had altered personalities and they didn't even know it. They were very, very into their self and very, just not kind. And the powers that be that had control over all these people, they had me kind of punished because I knew truth, and they weren't feeding me, so I was very hungry. And the people that were hypnotized almost with this false reality, they were fed very well and they had everything that they wanted and more. And I was trying to find food, and I knew that I couldn't grab food from anybody because I looked different than all of them. They had me dressed different, and I didn't look like them, and somehow I was identified as kind of like someone from the outskirts that doesn't deserve human respect or food or anything. It's very weird. So I saw someone put their food down. I said, okay, this is a good time for me to get some food. Plus, it was like some delicious Christmas cakes or something. And when I went to go grab it, the person that scolded me was my aunt. I have an aunt, and I don't really talk to her very much, but she scolded me and she told me not to get those cakes. And I looked at her and I said, well, you're not going to eat them. You're just going to waste them. And she said, it doesn't matter. You can't have them. So I put it down, and I knew she was going to go tell, and she was going to go find the authorities and tell that I was taking food. So I, again, ran so I can hide from them. And I went outside of the mall, and there was this tree, and I was sitting on the tree, and there was a lot of people with me, and they were people that were hiding too, and I guess we lived in the trees, and or in anywhere we can find, really. It's almost like I was homeless. Well, I went back inside the mall, and somehow I think I was trying to get out, and I wanted to find my way out of this prison. So I had some kind of information, and I found some people that were on the inside, and they wanted truth because they were just workers in this mall, and they didn't know what they were doing, but they were inclined to knowing truth. So I was giving them knowledge, and they gave me access to leave. Well, I got pretty far. I was in a car, and they stopped us. It looked like just a regular cop, but I knew that we were going to go back to the mall that was kind of like a prison. And when I went back, I woke up, and I was kind of like in a cocoon. Not a cocoon, but almost like in a womb. But it was a huge womb. It was where a lot of people were, and a lot of people were cocooned in this womb. And they had umbilical cords and everything strapped to this thing. And basically, it was a place for people that knew truth. They were pumping them with stuff so that way they can stay dumbed down, because they couldn't make contact with the other people that were just living life, not knowing that they were living a fake life. Well, I could see my body, but my spirit and my soul were still in my body. But I saw what looked like Freddy Krueger and the Hat Man, and he pretty much was trying to scare me very, very much. And I kept, every time the Hat Man would tell me something awful about myself so I could believe it, all I would say is, "But my God says," and then God would finish the sentence for me. So every time that the evil thing would try to attack me with words, I would attack it back with a promise from God. And then after doing that many, many times, the Hat Man kind of got sucked into his own trap. He died his own death that he was trying to give to me. And by me rebuking his evilness and rebuking his threats on me with what God says, I survived and he didn't.